Hey everybody on YouTube, good morning. Today I thought I'd do another vintage video. Just wanted to point out a few things people might be asking about. As I spoke on previous videos, I was talking about the local Goodwills. A lot of people are really enjoying me presenting vintage video and electronics, show them some pretty cool stuff. So I thought I'd do another vintage video on this. I picked this up at a local Goodwill in my area, which is another really big store, because this is a really rare video machine. Okay, this is a Sony Cv-2600. This is the compact version of the skip field unit that was manufactured prior to the Sony AV3600 black and white machine. This was the smaller downsized skip field unit. This is a 2200. As you can see, it's gray, and the the 3600s and the 8650s, those usually black and orange, that type of thing. Well, this one was gray. This was a downsized version of the heavier Cv-2100 and Cv-2200, which is a skip field machine. To find one of these is pretty rare. You virtually never see these. I mean, it's so hard to find one of these, it's not even funny. But this is a Cv-2600. It's a skip field. And as you notice when you open it up, it looks a lot like the AV3600 and AV8600. The mechanisms and design. They just made this a downsized version, but this is actually a skip field machine. It's not a EIAJ. What a score. Picked this up for $10 at the local Goodwill. This was an amazing, amazing find. But this is a Cv-2600, which is, and they used to, they had the Cv-2100 and 2200, but this is a 2600, which is a downsized version, more cheaper made version of a skip field machine, because they knew people still had that format and they want to make a more user-friendly, less heavy unit. Well, this is a very, very, very rare find. You don't find these very often. And when you do, it's pure luck, because they didn't make very many of these. It was a very, very small run when they made this smaller, lesser, heavier size tape machine. And then they went directly to the EIAJ versions, and they totally bypassed skip field completely. So this was like just a fluke machine they put out to satisfy some customers at the time. There wasn't many of them made. It's a Cv-2600, black and white skip field. And as you can see, they were starting to switch over to the more narrowed down version, less heavy weight type of thing, cheaper version, like the 3600s and the 8600s was. But this is a very, very rare machine, and picked this up at a Goodwill. I think it was like $10, $12, something like that. And it was in a corner. It was laying on the floor. And I immediately knew what it was once I saw it. And so I just wanted to say I got another thing for my arsenal. I do these Sony skip field videotapes. So if you have EIAJ or skip field, I do both. Now I do more of the other version with the skip field along with the earlier version, so I can do both of the versions of the skip field depending on what machine it was recorded on. So yeah, it's kind of a cool unit. It looks like an EIAJ 3600, but it's not. It's a skip field. This is a gray, cheaper version of the skip field unit, and it's a Cv-2600. Very, very cool find. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.